Hello everyone and welcome to the Heroes Tavern, formerly the Heroes Power Hour. We did change our name. I'm Average Adam, and we have with me Forecourt Jester and Team Liquid's Oxygen. Going to go through and talk about some interesting stuff this week. We got a couple interesting things on note. We got Sylvanas, the new hero that's been announced. She isn't out now, but we're going to kind of talk about her and all her abilities and stuff, and kind of where she's going to go, where she's going to fit in the meta. And then we're going to talk about also shared activated abilities and shared passive abilities that are on all of the different heroes, and kind of go through so you guys can figure out when is it the best time to take them, which ones you should probably avoid, which ones are like must takes every time. Kind of give you guys the option of taking those increased abilities, you know, whether you upgrade an ability that you already have in your hero or taking a shared ability, and those are usually better than you think. So let's get right in with Sylvanas here. Sylvanas is looking to be a very good new specialist hero, and let's start with her passive, which is whenever she attacks, she shuts down minions, mercenaries, and structures. They just kind of stop moving. Mm-hmm. I think that's actually pretty awesome.
Is it called Black Arrow?
It's called Corruption.
Oh,
okay.
That's sad. They skipped on that that war thing. But
The
maybe
Warcraft 3 callback.
Yeah, maybe it'll come back as a talent for her, right? The same way that Tyrenda, I'm sorry, gets Searing Arrows.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so she shuts down towers. That'll be awesome for pushing and stuff.
Yeah.
Her Q ability is... What is her Q ability? That would be her blade that she throws. Is that her Shadow Dagger?
Mm-hmm. I think it was
Well,
called
it's not Shadow Arrow, that's for sure.
Shadow Arrow.
No, not Shadow Arrow.
Not Shadow Arrow. Not Shadow Arrow.
Yeah.
Withering Fire. That's what it is. Withering Fire. Fire is the closest target prioritizing heroes. Has 5 charges. Can be used while on the move. Has no animation wind-up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just her... She uses it and it jumps at a person. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I think it creates like a ghost right behind her. Kind of a ghostly image of her. That shoots at something.
Sort of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then her W, this is the Shadow Dagger, which she throws, and it actually spreads from person to person. Think Malzahar dots from League of Legends. That's kind of cool.
God, the space aids are coming back.
I know, right? Love space aids. And then we got the E, which is Haunting Wave, which is essentially her dash. She is vulnerable when she goes to dash. She charges it, and while it's charging, it moves forward, and then she unleashes it to launch forward.
Okay, so that's kind of like not Syndra. Oh, Lysandra.
Lysandra, yeah.
Who shoots at like an icy clock and teleport. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So
yeah,
we got some nice reference for those skills.
She will have a talent, though, it says on here, that will be able to give her stealth when she starts it. So she'll be invisible and you can't hit her with an auto attack, which is kind of cool.
Oh.
Almost secures
and
the
then
deal. Yeah.
her 2 ultimates here. We got Wailing Arrow and Possession. I don't know why they use Possession. They should have called it Mind Control. That's so much better.
Possession's straight out of Warcraft 3.
Yeah, it's straight out of
is it really?
the Banshee.
Oh.
Sylvanas'
Okay.
own skill was Charm.
Well,
Was
she's
it?
a Banshee in the actual Warcraft 3 game.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
ultimate skill for the Dark Ranger is Charm, and then they use the Banshee skill, which is Possession. Either way. doesn't
Level
really
20
matter.
possession talent called Charm.
Oh, well, there we go.
I have
And
no
then
idea.
we got the Possession and we got the Wailing Arrow. So the Wailing Arrow, this one I'm actually really excited about. I'm kind of worried because Nazeebo is my favorite hero.
Rip.
And he is. And a skill shot arrow that you can choose when to explode it, and explodes and silences everyone. It's like essentially a ranged skill shot Malfurion Twilight Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mobile Twilight Dream. Yeah.
You could say it's a nightmare.
It's ridiculous. It's a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Already got Illidan's jumping on my face, shutting down my Nazeebo Ravenous Spirits, and now I'm going to have frickin' Wailing Arrows.
Yep.
So that one is actually really good. And I think it's slightly superior to Possession, which is a mind control on minions or mercenaries.
I don't know. I think the cooldown varies, though, depending on what you capture.
The cooldown on the possession is linked to the strength of what you choose to possess.
Okay.
So
I'm
there's gonna be
possessing
this game
Golem.
data.
I'm possessing the
Does
Haunted
not
Minds
work on
Golem.
boss. Does
Ah!
not
I
work on
don't
bosses.
think it would do that.
That sucks.
So if
You wouldn't even
possess-
want to take the boss if it did that.
If you possess a minion, it's going to be like a 15-second cooldown. You possess a knight or a bruiser, it'll probably be like 30, 45-second cooldown.
Nah,
something like that.
Probably less than that. It is an ultimate skill.
I'm just giving it a
dedicated to
scale.
pushing, yeah.
It's an interesting new way to turn a lane around, which I think is pretty awesome. And she can probably is going to be a great split pusher because she can go down into a lane. Her auto attack's already shut down minions, so she can quickly kill off, mind control, get up to push all the way up to a tower or a base and start shutting down the turrets with auto attacks.
And that's why she's not an assassin. That's why she's a specialist. That passive alone puts her in the specialist category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting to see what they do with her. But all this is speculation. Hopefully the patches next week. We don't know yet, but just we wanted. It's strong.
We hope. Yeah.
I think we'll be seeing a lot more of her than we did of Lost Vikings.
Or
so.
Jaina. Although Jaina's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is.
She's been picked a lot as of these last few weeks in competitive. So
A lot of burst and it's all those high skill heroes. Like people are starting to get better at the game.
Yep.
So heroes like Tyrant and Jaina are.
Jaina's first pick. No, not Jaina.
Dare I
Tyranda's
say
first
make
pick
a
material now.
Dare I say make a
Is she really?
resurgence? Yeah.
A resurgence. Yeah, that'll
Rest
always
in
be
peace.
the hero's joke. Yeah.
Yeah, Resurgence.
Yeah.
I mean, we're likely to see her
Rest
like
in peace.
right off the bat. The week that she's released, you're going to see Sylvanas like within a few days. If the patch is going to be Tuesday, the Friday Community Cup will have Sylvanas. Like it's almost guaranteed.
If she,
They don't run that a patch behind though, do they?
You can't. There's only one version of the game to play.
That's right.
Well, they might.
I'm thinking
they might
like
ban
other
her.
games you actually play, previously.
They
Maybe.
might
Yeah.
global
League
ban
of
her,
Legends does
no?
that, but they also run
Yeah.
like 13 separate version servers for no reason at all. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's enough about Sylvanas. We'll see her when we see her, and hopefully she'll turn out to be a great pick and not too overpowered. But
Not overhyped.
let's
either,
jump
yeah.
into let's jump into the other category we're going to talk about today. This is probably going to fill up most of the time on here. The shared abilities talent abilities that heroes have. So one of the things that makes Heroes of the Storm completely unique from the other MOBAs out there is that there are many, many talents that are shared across various heroes. You can spec out your hero to give an increased stun duration or an increased slow duration or add an extra bit of damage to one of your abilities. Or you can take one of these nifty little abilities. Yes, I use nifty. Don't judge. I'm a 90s boy. So let's start off by talking about the active abilities that are shared across multiple heroes. First, there's Berserk. And this one's shared by... I'm just going to put the heroes on the screen. I'm not going to talk about them. You guys can see them right there on the screen.
Those ones.
Berserk.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Berserk.
Great. Single target damage. Couldn't ask for something better.
Yeah. It
There
hurts.
you go. I see Rainers take it almost every time
Mm-hmm.
because they're auto attackers right now.
I think you used to see Raynor take it. Now it doesn't take it anymore. I think he takes.
He used to be a
Bullseye.
single target shred. Yeah, but they reworked him pretty heavily in the last patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rip.
You have to choose between that and Executioner, which is a bit of a pain.
No, I think it's
not
Bullseye
really.
now. No, it's Bullseye.
It's penetrating shot builds. Yeah.
Oh, is it called
it?
penetrating shot? No. It's the
The
yeah,
skill
yeah, yeah.
is called penetrating.
Okay,
shot.
yeah. That's right.
The
that's right.
talent affects the skill.
If you want to read about the Raynor rework, you can go on Team Liquid, by the way, and get some
Yeah, go there.
Get
to
an article
Team
up for
Liquid.
that. But yeah.
As a note, Korean Zeratul or auto attack Zeratul, the Kawaii Rice builds, we saw actually Berserk there, just in the HBL, which was $30,000, by the way.
Wow. Did they win?
The team with the Zeratul, I don't know. I mean, I know who won. Ickbears won the entire thing, but anytime
Okay.
I saw a Zeratul, it was always auto attack Zeratul.
Hmm.
So if you want to win $30,000, you play Zeratul this time. Just saying.
Maybe
They
not
did some
in
really
the,
strange
I don't
stuff in
support
Korea,
that, but yeah.
maybe not in the CC heavy North American meta.
Now, a year
Yeah.
from now, you're going to show me this video and be like, Koreans do some really weird things, and they're going to be world champions by then. And it'd be like, well, yeah, it was a year ago. I mean, they
Where's
just
my
got into
money
the
for that?
game.
Hello? Give me some money here.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, Berserk's a great talent. You know, it's movement speed, attack speed.
Yep.
It's a great steroid. So, yeah.
Exactly what it's for.
Vulnerable to CC though, so you got to use it. the right
Vulnerable.
time.
Yeah, if they CC you, it's pretty much done.
Yeah, if you
But-
pop it, no one's around. Good job.
Yeah, good job. You move faster for 4 seconds.
Don't use it on minions.
No. Okay, so Blood for Blood. This one I love. Blood for Blood is just an absolutely amazing talent. I take it on Tyrael all the time.
Yep.
Um, always. Just why would
Yeah,
you
That's
not?
good. I use it on Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
Yep, so do I. Fight dog style.
Keeps you alive. Follows up the fair lunge. Hits an instant 1000 damage burst.
More or less.
It's amazing.
Wow.
I like it on Asmodon too. Heals him a lot because it's based on. Actually, no, it's based on your target's health. So never mind that. But,
Yeah, isn't it based on? It says activate to steal 50% target's max health
Yep.
and slow its movement speed at 30% for 3 seconds. It's essentially exhaust from League of Legends
Yeah, more
With
or
the
less.
health steal.
with a health steal.
But
It's
so he's-
Blade of the Ruined King, as a note.
Yeah,
That one. That one.
Bork.
Yeah. Yeah. The Bork.
Yep. It's pretty good on Illidan
Bork,
too.
Bork.
I think most Illidans will prefer Stone Shield though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to go to defensive. Vala, it's an absolute. There's almost. I mean, it's either that or Executioner. Nobody else goes anything else really.
Murky, nobody
Depends
plays
on how
that.
good you're snowballing.
Murky
Nobody
is
plays
like
that.
Bribe, Envenom, Blood for Blood. You can do some really interesting things with Murky.
Yeah. If only they'd fix him.
Yep.
It's a very well used talent, though. I mean, Blood for Blood. There's nothing really wrong with it. I don't think anybody's really overpowered with it. So
No, it's just a nice little utility
Maybe
piece.
it does overshadow quite a few talents, but then again, is it Blood for Blood's fault or the other talent's fault?
That's one of the things I want to talk about at the end is are these talents actually useful
Mhm.
or are they overshadowing?
Okay.
Well, we'll get to that.
I'll
at
get to
the
that.
end.
Yeah. Okay.
So then Bribe. Bribe is a terrific talent. I love it on
sure it is.
Nazebo. Oh, you don't like it? You had something to
It's
say about
with the exit of Brightwing out of the scene and Asmodan going for Taste of Annihilation or Taste of Vengeance, whatever the level 1 stacking queue. We never see Falstead or Murky, and Nazebos go. They can't afford it. They have to go Voodoo Ritual. So
Really?
it's a great talent in theory, but in the competitive scene, it's the only you ever see it on Brightwing, and that's few and far between.
Because I
by
always
itself.
used to go. Always used to go for Voodoo Ritual, and then I learned about Death Ritual, and it was amazing. Then they nerfed it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go Bribe, and I always take Bribe, and I always steal Golems, and it almost always.
Whatever
pays
the
off.
health stacking one. I think it's Voodoo Ritual.
That's
it wasn't
Death
nerfed.
Ritual.
It was buffed actually.
Yeah.
Voodoo Ritual is the name of the passive, and Death Ritual is the passive that stacks.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it used to stack off of everything, and now
Yeah.
it only stacks off of lane.
Right,
But
yeah,
you get
that
more of
was a nerves, quote unquote.
You get
but
more of it though.
You
More
get
stacks.
more of it.
Yeah, bigger
Yeah.
stacks. 33%
Yeah.
larger.
But all in all, I actually like Bribe, and then Rainer's of course got his updated version of it, which is much better. Which I
Absolutely.
don't. Are Rainer's actually taking that?
No, you take no,
No.
because
I don't play
I
Rainer
think you
much.
take Give Me More.
Yes,
Give me
the
more.
adrenaline heal.
You
Oh,
need the-
yeah,
you
yeah.
need the health.
That increased healing is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
50%.
I mean, no escape skill.
Yeah. So all in all, Bribe, is it a hit or a miss?
It's definitely a hit. It just doesn't fit right now
Yeah,
into the upper echelon.
it's out of the meta. Meta's super teamfight heavy.
Yep.
Maybe if they gave it to some other heroes, it might see a little bit more play.
That's
Maybe.
definitely a possibility.
Maybe.
yeah.
Split pushers and siege.
Or
could
if
definitely
mercenaries
ride.
were harder to take, maybe.
Yeah.
Knights are
this is
just.
true.
Oh, let's not get into that. Anyways,
No. All right, so Calldown Mule. This one's really cool. It's a StarCraft 2 mule that comes down and it heals structures. It will, for 40 seconds, it'll heal structures. It'll fix them in order of most important to least important now,
They
because it didn't
fixed
do
it.
that before. They fixed it.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing to heal, it'll actually grant ammo back to your buildings also. This is actually a great talent. I love taking it on Abathur.
Mm-hmm.
I love taking it on Brightwing. With most supports, maybe it's a great talent. And I think it actually overshadows a lot of the talent picks that are.
not
on them.
anymore.
Aside from Nazebo, I don't take it on Nazebo.
Oh,
often.
it too got nerfed this patch. It's only now down for half its duration. It has the same cooldown, and you can't stack them on the same building anymore.
I think it lost 20 seconds,
Oh.
not 40. Is that right?
It's a
It's at
60
40
second.
right
It
now.
used to be a 60-second cooldown, 60-second duration.
Yeah, now it's
Mm.
40 seconds duration, right? Or 30?
So there's 20 seconds you
Yeah.
won't have it.
And you can't stack them anymore, right?
No. They will go to different buildings.
So only we really see calldowns. In Hero League, I'll still see it on, as you said, like more support. Abathur, Brightwing, Malfurion. But Nazebo almost never takes it these days.
No.
Tassadar,
Gitbin is super important.
yeah, it is. And Tassadar's is all about the static shocks. Once upon a
Yeah.
time, Gazlo is. I don't know what Gazlo does anymore. But
Anybody plays?
We never see him. He's in the jungle.
exactly.
Anybody
Why
plays
do you need
Gazlo
a-
anyway? Yeah, I don't know. I take
People-
first aid on Gazlo anyway.
So the only map right now, as of this patch, is Sky Temple that you really still see Calldown Mule.
Yeah, used to see
That's
it a lot.
only because the buildings are being wrecked so fast. You need to contend with it.
Well, it's also that the lasers don't hit them. If on Black Hearts, they do. On Curses, you get hit by
it's-
anything
yeah.
and everything.
If it's currently
uh,
shooting, that is.
Yeah. hmm
Otherwise, you get some nice opportunities to use it on BHB, but
You got to
Yeah.
do it after the cannibals,
After
because they
bombardments,
will
yeah.
destroy it.
yeah, if they
For a
didn't
little
break
bit.
a tower, if they don't follow up, so that's a lot of variables to play around.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So all in all, Mule's not a bad talent. It's decent for supports.
Yep.
I would put it on supports rather than the specialists. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, don't take it for specialists. Take your damage specialist. You gotta figure out what you're good with. And
In this meta, yeah.
Mule's not for you.
Yep.
So then we got Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, it's not bad.
It's God
It's,
tier.
Is he really God tier?
Oh yeah.
It's very good.
If you had an on-demand ability to tell me, are they there? Yeah, that's pretty God tier.
So every 45 seconds, you can reveal an area for 10 seconds, and enemies revealed are revealed for another 4 seconds.
Yep.
So
Guess what? Is that Zeratul right beside you? Clairvoyance. All right, it's a dead
Mm.
Zeratul. Got it.
this is true. So it's like a built-in Tassadar thing, only Tassadar's is stuck in place.
Well, that's why a lot of people put emphasis on Tassadar. It's the stealth dissuasion and the information gathering from one passive. It's great.
And then Rhaegar's also got Farsight, which is a
Even better than
improved
God
version
tier.
of this. Yeah.
You get it.
What's the what,
four,
what
you
are
get
the
it
numbers
3
on-
levels earlier. You get it level 4 instead of 7.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know if
Is that
information.
the only bonus to it?
Yeah, I think
No.
it is.
It's the same thing. It's the exact same skill. You just get it 3 levels earlier.
I'm pulling it up right now. Let's see here.
So if you
Farsight
ever
is,
draft
yeah, same thing.
and the enemy has stealth and an Uther, you take Rhaegar. They have a Rhaegar, you take Uther. Because they're really the only 2 big guys that get Clairvoyance at all.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Murky, please.
I said big. He's small.
Yeah, who cares about Murky? Well, unless you want to hunt his egg with a
The
Clairvoyance.
shark
you,
is big.
You could do that.
You could. But you could also just take a Tyrande to do it.
Yeah.
Or you could pretend like Murky doesn't exist.
Or Nova.
Like most people
Or
do.
Zeratul. Anything else,
Mm.
you know.
So the next one, Cleanse. This one, I don't see a lot. I see Uthers take it.
Yes.
Oh, I see a lot.
Brightwings, I don't know about that. That's probably
It's
your guys'
50-50.
level of play.
Yeah.
50-50?
If you have an Illidan, you're probably getting Cleanse. If you're
Mhm.
not, you're probably getting Gust. Gusty Healing. Probably.
There's only 2 heroes with Cleanse, though.
Yes, there is. That's why you will
That's-
never, ever not see a game with Uther if he's still on the board.
So
All in all, I mean, if you can snipe down this on a person that's stunned, you can free them and potentially save your team from something.
you definitely
yeah.
can. It's really good against
Mhm.
hard engage, like the Hunt.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Tyrael is the one that comes to mind. Diablo.
Yep.
they can't use it on themselves, can they?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, they can.
But you have
okay.
to preemptively use it because it'll cleanse whatever you have
Oh,
on
so
shelf.
you use it before,
Yeah.
and then in that 1 second, hopefully you'll get stunned.
Like if
and
you
you'll-
see a Diablo walking up to you, you just use cleanse on yourself, and then you walk up to him, and then he's gonna.
Do nothing for a
Exactly.
second. Then he'll do
So
something.
his knockback won't even knock you back. It'll just you'll sit
Yeah,
there.
It cancels
just-
out everything, makes you unstoppable. Yep.
Oh, okay. 1 second of unstoppability.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one has an improved version of that, and why only 2
What
heroes
would
have
you
that. Aren't there
do?
other support?
Lily
improved
has.
wise.
Lily kind of has actually.
Does she?
Yeah, herbal cleanse.
Oh yeah. She's got the.
Yeah, I didn't think
the
of that
small
one,
version.
but yeah.
Level 6.
That's her own.
level 16.
That's her
I
own
think.
version, isn't it?
Mhm. Yeah, it's a 16. It's kind of random, so.
Right.
Not
Cleanse is
super
level
reliable.
7 on these guys, and
Mhm.
16 on Lily.
Yeah, but it comes every
Yeah.
3 seconds, so that's kind
Which
of.
is true. Yeah.
It's not a bad talent. And if you're a good player and you know how to watch for stuns and protect your team, this can
Yep.
make you a very good support player for
Is there a
Brightwing. or
Diablo
Uther.
rune under your feet? Cast Clairvoyance? No,
Yeah.
that's wrong. Cast
No, that's
Cleanse.
not
Yeah, class clairvoyance. I see the rune.
Yeah, you cast Cleanse, you don't get stunned. Yeah, you're Nazebo. Pair up with an Uther. If they got a Diablo and he's throwing a rune under your feet, you get Cleanse. It does not stop your ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
There you go.
Not bad. So now we got Envenom. Envenom is hated.
Just
it's
remove it out of
loved.
the game. Seriously, get rid
Yeah,
of it.
go,
Really?
go away.
Absolutely.
It's ignite.
No.
Well, without true damage.
But it's the same sort of thing. But yeah,
Ignite
get rid of it.
has- Ignite is a trade-off. This, not really. Yeah,
What's
you
the
trade
trade-off
another
on
talent
Ignite?
for it, but usually those talents aren't that strong. Like level 4 talent, not a big tier for most
Level
heroes.
4 on Brightwing is Protective Shield. Jaina is something to do with her passive.
Blizzard AoE,
Okay, or
Yeah.
yeah,
or
33%.
yeah, or
you're right.
Clarity.
Kerrigan
Arcane Flame.
is I don't think there's anything else good on level 4 for Kerrigan.
Yeah.
Same with
Yeah.
Murky. Same with Nazebo. That's a lie. I get on Nazebo these days. Gathering Power. That's right.
I sometimes take it on Nazebo, not often.
Yeah.
Nova was an absolute queen with it. That's why she got nerfed so hard.
Arthas.
Now Novas are running around with clones. though.
Arthas was a king with it, but he doesn't have it.
Arthas is gone. That's
Thank
another good
God.
reason you don't see him anymore with
Yep.
it.
Yep.
He no longer has Envenom.
Well, he's no longer in the game. I can't tell you the last time I saw an Arthas pick in meta since patch.
Oh, I didn't know the removed art this from the game.
Yep.
No.
That's interesting. I understood. I got it.
Jerk. Thrall is, I think, Chain Lightning or the Feral Spirits, and Zagara is Envenom Spines.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's hard to skip.
So it's something that they gave to people just in case, but usually they don't really want it.
A lot of people would take Envenom. This is a game where you don't live very long, or for very.
No.
So having an extra tool like that at level 4 is insane burst.
Yeah.
It's
Just like
amazing.
you're in a duel. All right, you're getting both low. You're like, all right, I'm gonna out DPS her. She levels up. She envenoms. You're dead.
I don't think it scales good late game though, because late game I use this and it takes like a
It doesn't.
10th of their HP.
Yeah,
it
So
does
it's
like
an early game-
900 something damage, right?
It's still.
Yeah, but that's over
the
like
heroes
4
have like
seconds.
7.
That's the problem.
The heroes have like average of 7,000 HP. Well, that's a level 30.
That's a
but,
tank.
Yeah, that's a tank.
That's
at
my
level
tank.
30.
Yeah, you don't put it on tanks. You put it on the squishies.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. Either
I'm
way,
playing it
it's-
wrong.
At level 4, it's just way too much of a power spike for some comps.
Yeah. So now let's go into first aid. This one, I think, should probably be removed. This is my
Really?
pick for remove it. Yes,
I think they just need to remove it off of Illidan.
Illidan. Yep. We all have the same mindset there. Illidan needs it gone. It just needs to go. Tychus is squishier now, so it works for him.
He always had it
Zeratul
anyway.
is squishy. I don't know why Asmodan has it, to be honest.
I have the
Does
dissident
anybody-
opinion here, I think.
Does
I
anybody
think-
ever take it on him?
I take it.
I've never taken it on him before.
I take it.
On Asmodan.
Yeah. He's got a lot of health, so he gets a lot of return out of it.
Which is true.
Sergeant Hammer is really good with it
Yeah.
too.
I think it needs to go away, and I think that a lot of heroes need to have more defensive options caked into their skill
More
set.
defensive, less healing. Don't give healing to people.
Yeah, give
You'd
some
you'd
kind of
prefer shields over heals, huh?
not
Yeah,
necessarily
shields over heals.
Not even necessarily. Like that's not a big shield or a big heal has no counterplay. Well, shield has more counterplay than healing because you can wait it out, but sometimes wait it out is not really an option. Give them other defensive stuff, like defensive debuffs that have a smart duration, like debuffing specific
Yeah, there aren't a
enemies.
lot of
damage
debuffs in
reduction.
this game.
Yeah, there needs to be more debuffs.
I just thought about that. Yeah, there are like no debuffs in this game.
Attack
a few,
speed comes
but-
to mind, and movement speed, and those are about it.
That's it. But you know, when you think of other MOBAs, there's tons of debuffs out there. that
There's
are
also
just
tons of other
decent.
systems in other MOBAs.
Yeah, true. And this one's
Yeah,
smaller.
you look at Sergeant Hammer, right? Instead of getting first aid, which should probably be called repair, by the way. Hint, hint.
Yes,
Blizzard.
Snap!
auto repair.
Thematic team. She should. What if she had something that like her concussive blast reduced damage that heroes deal? You know, kind of debuff based.
Yeah,
Just
that's
in
not
order
bad
to
thing.
protect her and be more thematic than just like randomly. Oh well.
Yeah, she knocks him away and does less damage.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Mortal Strike.
Heroes do less damage.
Yeah.
Bring in Mortal Strike.
Oh god.
50% less healing for you every time I
Oh.
attack you. Yeah!
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Put it on Envenom.
Yeah.
Call it Ignite.
Now we can call it Ignite.
Well, let's not go Frankenstein on these talents here.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh.
It's great on Gazlo. First aid is really good on Gazlo. Gazlo's the only hero that gets first aid and sprint and Stoneskin.
And he never ever takes them.
I take all of those, and I get to level 20. That makes your auto attacks deal 150% damage to heroes, and it becomes an actual melee damage dealer.
Woo! Takes you 20 levels, but good job.
Sure. Well, the idea with Gazlo is that you help your team get there fast
Yes.
by split pushing
Yeah.
and pushing.
Just by taking mercs and never being present to help your team at all.
You should
I don't
watch some
know
of my
who you've been
replays.
playing with, but they're not
80%.
big guys.
Hey, you guys play at master level. I don't play at master level. I play with the new. Actually, I looked at Hotslogs and said I was a diamond player in solo queue. I was like, what the frick are you doing?
Nice.
Yeah.
I am not a diamond
No,
player.
That's like
80%.
top
Well,
thousand.
that would explain a lot if it's putting me with like counting me as a diamond player. That would explain why I've been losing a lot.
You got boosted, huh? Who's your supplier? Give him up.
I wish I knew, honestly.
Blizzard.
So anyway, let's get back on track. Healing Ward.
Oh god.
This is a special mention because right now this is like the strongest level 1/4 talent in the game
It's
because of the
ridiculous.
healing
Really?
meta, the team fight meta. You
It
get
needs
teams
to
with
go
3
away.
healing wards and they don't die to AoE and you can just stand on top of them and the opponents can't target them and you get 30% of your health back for free.
They do stack.
No. A lot of people say they do.
You can't
they
have
don't.
2 of them on you at the same time. No.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
buff on you. So
You just do them one after another,
Yep.
essentially, rotating.
But it's free.
I think healing war is kind of the reason the healing meta is so strong right now. You see a lot of double support, right?
Double and triple. Yeah.
Double and triple.
Really?
Yeah.
Support's OP, man.
Well,
And I
with
think that's partly
3
the
healing
reason
wards.
they're ridiculous right now.
3 healing wards. Uther has 2 heals. Tyrande has a heal. Tassadar shields.
Yeah.
Malfurion heals. Lily heals. Has an AoE
Ra-
heal. Malfurion
Rhaegar
has
goes
an
full
AoE.
attack. Aside from the ultimate, Rhaegar goes full attack and still gets his healing ward.
And ancestral. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
there's a lot of healing in the game, and people are just using that to
Yeah.
win.
It's a fun talent. I like using it. Like you feel good using it.
I think they need to break the support classification and make healers their own thing and put a healer on every team. Just one,
Mhm.
no more.
Maybe.
Just one.
It's probably a
think
good
That
idea.
would kind of fix it.
For the healing ward, they might need to just change it slightly. Right now, it's a 1-hit kill, but
Yeah.
you can't hit it with AoE.
Mhm.
And they tried, or they bugged somehow, that they did go down to AoE, and then nobody ever took them. So a nice compromise there is give it 5 hit points, and every time something hits it, -1.
Oh,
that
that
way,
would
you
be a
know.
lot of hits.
Okay,
Like a
3.
ward.
I don't care. Just pick
Yeah.
any number more than 1, so it can survive a few of the AoE hits and get
3.
a few ticks off.
Yeah.
I don't think
3.
that would be overpowered. It would take a little bit of tweaking, but I think that would help bring it more in line.
I'd
Because
make
they
it
get
heal
obliterated
less.
in team fights, but they'd still be
Yeah.
good for single.
I'd make it heal less and have a lower cooldown.
Or you could do that. Yeah.
When I'm a warrior, my first
10%.
thought in the front line is watch for that healing ward and
Mhm.
hit it
Yeah.
before it even.
But
do
you can
anything.
body block it. You can just stand on top of it, and they can't click through to it.
Yep.
This is true.
Yep.
This is true. An Ibarak stand on top of the healing ward.
Asmodan, get over there.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
fatty.
Rhaegar's version isn't improved, right? It's just the same thing.
He
with a
gets it
different
at
name.
level 1 instead of level 4.
Doesn't it have
Yeah,
like
but-
5 seconds less cooldown or something like that?
Shouldn't.
Pretty sure it does. Can I check it? I'll check
Go
it
ahead.
while you guys keep
you,
talking.
you can check it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So we'll move on to Ice Block. There are only 4 heroes that get Ice Block.
And one of those is improved.
One of those is improved, yes. I love it on a Zebo. It is one of my favorite talents to take that makes people go, "The frack are you doing? Hold on."
By the
On
way,
the
it
Zebras.
is 15 seconds less cooldown.
Well, there you go. It's even better.
So it is improved.
It is improved.
Not bad.
3 levels earlier, 15 seconds less cooldown. Rhaegar,
big.
top meta. Anyways.
Well, he is.
Ice
Yeah,
Block.
He is.
Ice Block on Brightwing, Ice Block on Malfurion. We see that every now and then. If there's
Mhm.
heavy emphasis on killing one person and it has to be the healer, Ice Block will definitely defeat wombo combos.
Same goes for Nazebo and Jaina.
Mhm.
I mean, Jaina's got the improved version of it, which applies her chill in an explosion when it pops, I believe.
Yes.
It looks
Yeah, when
cooler
it
too.
pops. It does, yeah. But I love it on Nazebo. I forget what the alternative was to that tier.
Sprint.
But it
Yeah, sprint.
sprint, yeah. See, I would love to ice block and sprint away, but I think people would kind of get annoyed with that. So I can see why they put those together, or in the same talent tier.
Yep.
It's not like you're losing anything with Total Hugeness and Dead Rush.
Oh god.
Those are
Well,
yeah.
no, not at all. The great thing
Yeah.
about Ice Block for the healers, though, is that their AoE passives will still work through the Ice Block.
Mm.
So Malfurion can trank, and then people start beating on him, and he's like, "Well, I need
That's
to
what I
heal
was
the
about to
team,
ask.
but I can't take this damage. You Ice Block."
Yeah. Does
And-
Lily's work?
Lily, she doesn't have.
Lily does not have ice
Oh,
block.
okay. I
And
think it would
wouldn't
though
work
because it's
she's
channeled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Tranquility
Malfurion
is
isn't
not.
channeled. It's just like cast and forget. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I wish you could turn off Malfurion's ultimate.
For less cooldown.
Why?
Turn off so I can mount up and run the f- away. When my team is already dead, I don't need to be sitting there floating around.
Healing corpses.
Well, you should have healed them.
Healing corpses.
you noob. You know. All right.
Oh.
My team melted. I couldn't heal them. As is the unfortunate. Whatever.
Welcome to solo queue.
Yeah. All right. So next we're gonna go into Overdrive. See what I did there?
Aha.
Yes.
Kicking it into Overdrive. Yeah. Anyway. So only 3 heroes have Overdrive in this game: Falstad, Kerrigan, and Nova.
Mhm.
Who takes it
All 3.
Oh, yeah.
every time? Is it
Pretty
top
much.
pick or is it?
Not
mean-
Nova. Not Nova.
Oh yeah, she goes more hollow.
Lethal decoy.
Yeah, the hollow decoys.
Mm.
I've been seeing decoy novas all over the place. It's like all of a sudden there's 3 of them running all over the place. It's like, oh
Well,
crap, which one do I follow?
Kind of destroyed the other builds.
Yeah, a little bit. But I know the Kerrigans take it all the time. Palytime swears by it.
Yep. I'll still take it on a Falstead for sure.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely good with.
Falstad goes faster though.
Okay. I'll still take extra damage. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This is true.
extra damage on that Hinterland
Shock and
blast.
awe.
Is that what's it
Yeah.
called now? Yeah.
Hinterland's Blast. Yeah.
Okay.
Shock and awe. I am not calling it the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't think anyone.
That'd be the joke at BlizzCon. Remember
Nah.
Shock and Awe?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
A cool name, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's still good, but they removed it from a lot of people over time, and I don't know. We don't really see these heroes in competitive anymore.
Really?
No.
Well, that's a shame. Falstead. I thought with Falstead's new ultimate, he'd be seen a lot more.
We've been seeing Mighty Gust Falstead. Yep.
Yeah.
You have seen or you haven't seen?
Oh, I have a lot.
Oh, you have.
Almost
Is it
more
actually
than
working?
Hinterlands.
Yeah.
Well, I love it because I can steal golems with it.
You could do a lot of things with it. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Nizebo?
you
Nope. Sweep them away.
It's situational.
Mosh pit?
Just
Sweep
go
them
away.
away.
Go away. Go away.
That's pretty much
Wait,
it.
does it actually stop the mosh pit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, stuff.
Oh, wow.
All that stuff.
It's a full
yeah.
interrupt,
It's
displace, and slow. Yep.
just situational.
I gotta play more Falstead. Holy crap.
Yeah, it is very situational. Remember, you also give up a very damaging ult.
Mm.
But most people
I mean,
miss it anyway,
It
so it
is the
doesn't really
highest burst
matter.
damage in a game, so. Like,
With Overdrive, is 25%?
yeah, it's beautiful.
40%?
It's like 1200
It's huge.
damage end game, like 1/3 of a carry's out. You know.
You get another
I see.
25% at 20. So, yeah.
True. So promote.
Womp womp.
There you go.
Can we not talk
Moving
about
on.
it? Like, this is awful.
Moving on. Next. No. So, well, what is wrong with promote?
They
That is the
gutted it.
They gutted it and didn't make up for it.
Yeah.
How do they gut it exactly?
Yeah, they didn't make
Um,
up for it.
So, promote used to be a permanent enchantment, basically, on something around you. So
Yeah.
you could literally cast like Bloodlust permanently on a creep, and then it will just push forevermore until it finally dies.
Yep.
So what promote did is they gave it a duration instead that said you will only be promoted for now 30 seconds.
15.
15 seconds.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the cooldown
Yeah.
is 30 seconds. I don't remember. There's a 30 in there for some reason.
Yeah, it's a cooldown.
Yeah.
But they also now allow you to stack. No, they stacked charges before. I don't actually.
2 charges.
Did they go up to 3, or what was the compensation?
Okay.
2 charges.
Let me explain it. It's 2 charges,
Yeah.
except that they stack every 30 seconds instead of every minute. So you
Right, so
technically
that's what
get
it
to
is.
use it twice as often, but it lasts infinitely less
Yes.
because it used to last.
As opposed to indefinitely to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So what we used to see is like, Brightwing would teleport down to some random lane, or just walk to a lane, promote somebody, and go to the team fight. Abathur would just go off to a lane with his locusts and his locust nests and all the creeps and promote a few of them, and bam,
Yep.
there they go. Promoted catapults were the worst thing in the
Yep.
world to ever deal with when you're behind.
Oh yes.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Like
And
it
now nobody
promoted
does
a kind of a pushing meta, which we don't have at all right now. All the
No, it
pushing
used
heroes
to.
got
Yeah.
smothered.
Abathur
Well,
was
let's-
huge. Now he's not.
Let's talk about Zagara with it though. She has Infest, which is an improved version of that talent, which is 300% more damage
But
than the normal one.
it doesn't change the timelines.
It's still bad.
No. Same with the numbers and stuff.
Still bad. Doesn't last
It's
long
good for
enough.
pushing though, right?
Doesn't
It's
last
good
long.
for
Pushing
burst
Zagara?
pushing, but you
Right.
can't like put it in a lane and forget it. Not unless it was global. If it was global, you'd see it a lot more. But
Mhm.
it's,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's not. So.
Think about how much damage a minion does to a tower. It's not a lot, right?
Quite.
Well, it's also the health aspect, right? The soak.
Well, Zagara's doesn't give
Yeah.
health.
No, Zagara's does not give health.
that's why you
it
put
just
it in like
increases it to
a
40%.
catapult. And
Yeah,
just be
put
done
on
with
account,
it.
yeah.
It does heal it to full.
Sure.
Okay, I don't really understand that part. Unless you
Okay,
can put it on a,
so
like a
it takes 2
mercenary
more
or
tower
something.
shots to kill.
Can you put on a merc? Can you infest a merc?
No.
Sure.
No, you can't.
No, just minions.
Okay,
I think.
confirmed. Still bad. Got
Yeah.
it.
Promotes work.
Okay,
promote,
moving on.
promote works on that, yeah.
All right. So protective shield.
It's great.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. It's... Okay.
On
let me-
demand. Screw you for killing someone. Yeah.
Let me put it like this, okay? So, you have a choice. You improve when you're skilled by an arbitrary number, 25% perhaps. Or, you get to use an extra skill every... What's its cooldown?
60 seconds.
Every 60 seconds. Fights in this game, like big fights where you might need to use this, occur at about every 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So you're choosing between improving one of your skill by a very small amount versus having a whole extra skill.
True, and a very good one too.
There is no trade-off for me. Like it's too good.
So on all 4 of the supports that have it, you should always take it.
Well, Brightwing can go in
yeah.
Venom. Malfurion can get like a Battle Treant, I think. Tyrande is...
It competes with Ward for Malfurion.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
So
okay,
it's like a
the
Battle of
healing
the
ward.
Titan.
Tyrande
Yeah.
gets the healing ward,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Uther just gets protective. Yeah.
Battle
so
of
2
the
out of 4.
Titans. Yeah.
2 out of 4.
Yeah.
Once again, I think it should have a reduced cooldown or maybe a reduced duration. Like, what if it lasted a second but blocked all damage?
That's an Uther ultimate.
It's a mini Uther ultimate. Yeah,
Sure.
I don't know about that.
Well, okay.
I think
All
that's
right.
maybe what Hardened Shield should be, but...
Uther's ultimate is underpicked right now, for 1. And for 2, I think it also blocks crowd control. Is that right?
Blocks what?
Crowd control.
Oh, yeah, it makes you
Yeah,
unstoppable.
So yeah, exactly. So this would make them unstoppable. It would really reward kind of countering burst,
Okay.
and it wouldn't be like against a non-burst comp, you'd actually get to choose something else, and then
Sure.
like it would be an adaptation skill, very strong, very high skill cap, and very good. But
I mean, you're
you need
essentially
to-
blocking
Yeah.
everything for a certain amount.
Yeah, for a
for
certain
certain
amount. I said
actual
1
amount,
second,
yeah.
but it could be 1.5.
Right,
or
no,
so.
no, but how much could you physically actually block with that compared to what you get now? Would it be comparable? I mean, it has the potential to be, but on average, would it be?
It depends. It really depends. As I said, that would give it a niche of countering burst, which I think a lot
Right.
of healers need, aka Malfurion and Brightwing.
Fair.
At the cost, quote unquote, of being a lot less versatile.
It's an
I
I
interesting
think
idea.
you become
And I think-
more versatile, don't you?
No, I think it would become less because a shield's
Become more
always good.
skill-based.
A shield's always good,
True.
whereas a short
Because it's overhealing.
Yeah. Whereas a short amount of skill denial is not always good. There are times where you don't want to use it, but I think you can pretty much always find a certain skill that you want to block, like on a team. There's always a high damage thing that you want to prevent, and you could use
Fair.
it to do that. It would just be less
Yeah.
face roll, and less of a
Nova
safe
triple taps.
pick. Yeah, exactly. You could block one of the shots, or you could block
exactly.
the entire precision strike. Save
Yep.
someone, save your carry.
True. Scouting drone.
What's
60-second
The
cooldown for a
what?
ward. You know, it's funny because games like League of Legends, they strive on ward placement. Wards are the key of this. They gave a talent to people that gives a ward, and nobody likes it. It's like, why?
Different game, man.
Okay.
I know,
First of
but-
all, it's not invisible.
True.
Yeah, true.
First of all,
Also
it's not
dest-
invisible.
very destroyable. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second of all, in Heroes of the Storm, you can pretty much always predict where the enemy's gonna be. Pretty much always.
Yeah.
The ebb and flow of heroes.
Like ganking,
is so much
the ebb
more.
and flow. Yeah, it's way different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like ganking isn't nearly as strong because you could be mounted up. Heroes tend to have like stronger escapes, less on demand
Gates
stuns.
physically stop ganks
Yeah, exactly.
in most regards. Like you go tower diving at level 2 with an Uther, you're dead, man. But with an Udyr, not an Uther. That was
Yeah.
silly. But you can't do that here. It's like a hook blocked, shot block, auto attack blocked. You can't do that unless you're Illidan or Chen.
Scanning Drum is just relatively bad compared to like
Bad.
ganking potential in this game, and I think that's it.
So, for those of you that see these heroes in the list here that have Scouting Drone, if you're talent gated and that's one of your choices, take the other one.
Whatever it is.
Just whatever it is. Doesn't matter
Is it
what it is.
Regen
Just
Master? Take Regen Master.
Bonus
it,
healing to
take it.
minions? Yeah, go ahead.
take it. Just don't touch Scouting Drone. It's bad.
It's just not useful in this game as of right now.
Yeah.
It might find a place eventually, but till then, it is something that needs to be looked at again for a rework.
Yep.
So, Searing Attacks.
Oh.
I love this
I
one.
like it on Vala. I can
Vala.
tell you that
I
much.
never understood why Rhaegar got it.
For the same
Don't-
reason,
don't-
Jaina gets Nexus Frenzy.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah.
That Blizzard logic there.
There's a guy somewhere.
I've never taken it on Illidan before. I've never taken it on Zeratul before.
Auto attack
Um,
Zeratul, as I said a little bit earlier. You stack Berserk and that, whew, you're flying.
Oh yeah.
Then you get CC'd.
I don't, didn't they take it off of Raynor?
Get CC.
Yeah, they did.
Raynor used to have
Yeah,
it, but they got rid of
They
it.
said Raynor was like They said Auto Tech Rainer was the only build that was promoted, which wasn't
It
true.
was. No, in competitive it was.
Okay, well, I think there was a resurgence of that other build, the cooldown reduction build, Quick Fingers. Point being,
Maybe. Maybe.
Point being, Rainer didn't just pick Searing because Searing was the best. He picked Searing because everything else sucked. Like his
yeah, pretty
his
much the whole
talents.
tier was just
There's
nothing.
a difference there. That was the
Yeah.
first place versus fourth place right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His talents are so uninspired, dare I say.
True.
Which is weird because he has an inspiring shout, you know.
That was a joke. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's
I got you
really
back.
his talents are so like, I don't know. I could
Tychus has it now though too.
do better.
I think he always had it.
Did he?
It's just-
yeah.
His is a little different because his attacks cost less mana, but he does more attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't.
ends
I
up being the
believe it
same.
wasn't usable in Odin, and you don't ever do
Mhm.
auto attack Tychus.
Yep.
That-
Now
that's
it's
not a
usable.
thing.
Now it's usable.
Yeah, now it's usable.
Get-
so
It does.
Get this, I just learned the difference between Tyranda's versions.
Mhm.
So normal Searing Attacks does 50% increased
This
base
is
attack
40,
damage.
right?
Tyranda's does 40, but it costs 5 less mana per attack. Is that trade-off worth it? No.
No, don't go searing arrows on Tavern. Period.
No, don't ever touch Searing Arrows on Tyranda. I'm taking her. Boom, she's off the list.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gone.
X. Just
I'm
put an
sorry.
X on her face.
No, it's gone. It's not even there anymore.
enough.
It's not on the screen. You guys are not looking at it.
Vala is great with
Yeah,
it.
she's
auto
boss with
attack
it
Vala.
because she has a lot of attack speed by default. If you have a lot
Which
of
means
attack
that
speed,
you never have mana again.
True.
Sure, but you don't use Hungering Harrow with that build.
No.
Because
You don't even use
yeah.
multi-shot with that.
You
Yeah.
do for the frost shot to proc your
Obviously.
executioner, really.
Auto attack Vala goes giant killer, bro.
Nah, okay. So there's two ways of seeing it. There's the way where you go frost shot and executioner.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty interesting.
That's the Oxy way. I don't see
Right.
that many people
Yeah,
do
the
it.
Oxy
do
way.
it.
That's the Oxy way.
Try it
That's
out.
my way I do it.
Hey, I played what was it, the HBL like a month ago? I don't know.
Mhm.
I think it was Sean casting me, so it wasn't one of you guys. Well,
It could have been,
wasn't
yeah.
before.
It could have been.
And I ran this
Casters
build,
don't
and
need to be
I had more damage combined than the rest of my team.
40% auto attack damage is nothing to sneeze at.
I had more damage
No,
than
it's-
everybody
it's
else on the
pretty
team,
good.
like combined. So,
Mm.
and they,
It's a good
you
talent.
know, I was ghosting because I like hearing myself being casted, and they're like, "Oh my god, what is Oxy doing?" And they pick this and pick that, and then at the end, that was tabula rasa. I killed everyone.
This is where it's been a great story with Oxy.
Yep,
Yep. So it's a good talent.
Yeah.
Take
it's
it.
great. Try it.
But it's got Oxy's seal of approval on it.
Take it on Vala and possibly auto attack Zeratul, nobody else.
Okay.
Yep.
So then Shrink Ray. Shrink Ray, really nice. 60-second cooldown to make a hero one smaller. Body blocking is a thing in this game.
is so cute.
Yes, little tiny stitches running around. It's
your pocket and
interesting. There was a funny little story with this thing. There was an interesting glitch. It was way back in alpha. If you shrink rate stitches that ate somebody, the person who came out was tiny.
Forever?
They came back after
Oh, okay.
after the delay when Stitches did, but they
That's
came
weird.
out tiny. And it was. I looked at it. It was just like,
That's funny.
It was very interesting. It doesn't do that anymore, but Shrink Ray is a great talent. Most of the supports have it on this list
Yep.
here. 5 of them. Yeah. It's great. All at my level, people take it all the time.
Oh.
They love it. Movement speed and damage reduction.
no, it's really good overall.
And
every
size.
level.
Tyrant. Sometimes I'll pick it on Malf over healing seeds when I need
Lily.
to deal with burst. Yeah,
Yep.
they do.
Yeah. I almost always take it on Uther, on Tyrande, and on Tassadar.
What does it
The
come
trade-off
with for
is
Uther?
mostly sprint.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you lose sprint, but if you already have a team that's winning, you don't need
Yeah,
sprint.
it does a
You
win
don't
more
really,
talent, I guess.
you don't really see it on Tyrande. They like Lunar Blaze. Absolutely, they really like Lunar Blaze.
Yeah.
Tassadar, I've seen it. Malfurion, I've seen it. Lily, I've seen it. I mean, it's not just in your games that you see it, Adam.
If you have a body blocking team and you have a bunch of big fat guys that are in your front line, you shrink one of those guys and you just surround them with fat guys. It's no room to grow.
If you're having trouble with Illidan, Shrink Ram.
Reminds you of high school, doesn't it? Yeah. It's surrounded by.
I was going to make a football joke.
Oh god, it makes me feel old too. My 10 years this year.
All right. Cool.
Oh,
It's really
Oh,
good on
God.
divers like Illidan, ETC. You know, just get you
good to
take
use
out
on
a lot
daggers.
of their threat for.
It's
a
amazing on
temporary amount of
Illidan.
time.
It
Yeah.
screws them in so many ways. Like less
Auto
attacks
attacks.
equals less healing equals
Yep.
less cooldowns. Blah blah blah.
So basically, the rule of thumb with this talent is if they have a guy who can dive like Illidan or I don't know who else, but
If-
Illidan, then take this, shrink them, and you'll potentially live a little longer if someone actually decides to help
Yeah.
you.
If it's
So-
protect the hammer, protect the Vala, they have one
Mhm.
big DPS.
Protect the Nazebo.
Take a shrink ray. You're
Korean
gonna feel
auto
really
attack,
good coming out of that team fight.
Korean auto attack 0 tool. Shrink ray
Yep.
There you go.
There you
kills them a lot.
Little Odins are fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, tiny
Yeah.
Odin.
Yeah. Little
It goes back to being Thor-sized.
actual Thor size, because it's already so well adjusted in size. Right?
Well, StarCraft lore says the Odin.
I
is
played
like
that
twice the
mission. I
size.
remember how big
Yeah.
the Odin was.
Yeah.
And then you
It
got
was
to
big.
rampage
It's
with
bigger
it.
raid
So good.
than a command center.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. All right. So now Stoneskin. This one is actually shared by the most heroes.
Yep.
Oh.
It's pretty big.
12 heroes have this thing. Plus, if you count
12 out of
Murder.
34, I think, is what we're at.
34.
33.
So
33. I thought it was an even number.
34?
pretty sure it's
Oh.
34.
Oh, well.
Let me count them.
But anyway, a lot of heroes have this. Are they actually taking it? Because I don't see people take it that much.
You're watching the wrong people.
I'm playing with the wrong people.
All right, so Arthas for sure because he was a super tank, but as I said, he kind of got nerfed. He's been out. Brightwing, no. ETC, yes.
Mhm.
Gazlo, there's probably you don't need it as a Gazlo.
I take it.
Do you? Oxy
I take
Gazlo?
it. Oxy does.
Because you become a melee fighter, right?
Yeah, exactly. I build him like I play him as a bruiser, early game pusher, late game bruiser, and people just
Right.
don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wonderful.
no.
80% win rate, Master Gazlo. So there you go.
We're going to have to play a game so I can see that.
Let's do it.
Illidan, absolutely 100%.
Oh god. If they removed this on him, it would make him much easier to kill.
Yeah.
This and first aid.
You're a big Nazebo guy. What do you think of it for Nazebo? I don't think it's necessary at all.
I've never taken it once on
Yeah.
Nazebo. I think I took it once to try it, and I'm like, the trade-off.
Specialized Toxin is just so
Mhm.
good.
You need that for Ravenous Spirit. If you don't have that, you're missing out on so much Ravenous Spirit damage.
Fair, yeah.
You
I've
just-
seen it on Sergeant Hammer on like really big defeat the hammer comps. You
Yeah.
need it. Sonya, if you're going to be a frontline bruiser, yes.
Mhm.
Tychus, 100% yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Vala,
between
not
Leaping
so much.
Spiders and Specialized Toxin, you don't take that.
No. Sonya, I think you can go for a whirlwind or straight. What do they call it now? Seismic smash.
Yeah.
But
Slam.
take 30% more hit points, guys. It's so good.
Yes.
Zagara,
So
no.
it's a-
Zeratul, maybe. We've been seeing more and more tanky. these
Double
Zeratul
bombs.
builds. I said maybe. Double bombs are really
Maybe.
good. Yes, but
Yeah.
This will not save you from a double bombs. He's saying that double bombs, you can use.
depends
them.
on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because double bombs at level 20 or level 16,
Quad bombs.
because it's level 16 talent.
Yep.
Yeah, the level 20 rewind quad bombs is, but the double bombs is about 1,000 damage or so at level 16, and quad bombs is closer to 3,000 damage overall.
Major tool.
It's like 750 a shot.
Christ. That's crazy.
I
ridiculous.
said roughly, yeah.
All right. And we got one more. I accidentally skipped over sprint, so we'll go to sprint.
Oh yeah, how dare you? Some
Yeah,
show
I was
host.
trying to go alphabetical, but I messed it up. All right, so sprint, 75% movement speed for 3 seconds. That's
I think
awesome.
every hero on this list has seen it in competitive play at one
Yeah.
point or another.
I think I've played it on each one of these heroes too.
Sprint is fun.
Every one of them.
I like the fact that it gives you an offensive and defensive aspect at the same time. You can use it offensively and
Mhm.
defensively.
Uther, run in, AoE start.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kerrigan
Catch up
run
to
in,
someone,
Jaina
Kerrigan.
run away.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll be honest with that
Give
one.
Jaina an actual escape.
Nazebo run away. Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Brightwing is particularly fun because again, offensive defense. If you take Emerald Wind, you can actually sprint
Oh,
in
yes.
and wind, and people are like, "What's this Brightwing doing?" All right, great.
Kenma,
Or you can use it to
yeah.
get away. Yeah.
Kenma's known
Yeah.
for doing that a lot.
Oh yeah.
So-
No,
Is it?
my battle wind
And-
for sure has a sprint combo in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then he dies.
So.
I've only ever seen Jaina run away with it. Nazebo kind of run away with it. Kerrigan,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw. So I'm gonna take it back to that previous comment.
Once
Level
in a while.
13 for her is like something else. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's probably not sprint.
I don't recall. Wow.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, we don't
Rip.
see a Kerrigan anymore.
Rip.
No.
I suck.
We really don't. But, anywho, so those were all the activated abilities. There's quite a few of them, and most of them, anyway, are quite good. And I think we pretty much mentioned the ones that you shouldn't touch, but most of them you should really definitely look at.
On a general note, if you can get it, it's almost certainly much better to get it.
Yes.
I think I explained. I want to come back to my explanation as to why this is the case, and it's basically like saying I want to have an extra skill. Who doesn't want an extra skill? Like it's the way that the game works. You fight about
5
once
things
a
at
minute.
you, or 6. The
Yeah.
guy with 6 is probably gonna win.
Yeah.
I played Nazebo. I almost always got 3 things.
Bribe, sprint.
Bribe, Sprint, or Ice Block,
Oh, Ice
and...
What's your other one? Stoneskin?
no, not Stoneskin.
Mule?
No, not Mule.
Well, what else then?
There was another one. No, there was another one.
I don't think you can get Blink, actually. Both of those.
Bribe?
No, there was one. Bribe
Level 1. You don't have an activatable at 4.
Okay.
I had one. I know I had
there's
something.
7 is
more.
Mule.
There's Clairvoyance.
No.
Far
Nazebo
Slash,
doesn't get
no.
healing word.
What are you looking for?
I'm
Oh,
trying. I'm
Clairvoyance.
actually looking at...
level 7's
No,
Clairvoyance.
God, no. There was one. I know that there was one, and I'm going to find out what the hell it was
Envenom?
right now.
Envenom?
Envenom, that was the
Oh,
choice.
that's right, the level
Envenom.
four. Just
named
I'm
them
like, I
all.
know there's one. I almost always have 3, except for those few times I don't take Envenom. So, anywho, we got a lot of passives to go through. These
We
are the
have
shared passive
a
abilities.
few minutes to get through it.
We might run long today. Okay, so we
Oh.
might run long. So, shared passive abilities. There are a ton of them. A few more than there are of the active abilities.
Yeah.
So, let's look at the health globe talents first. There's Regeneration Master and Conjurer's Pursuit. Sorry if the words are really tiny on the screen, but there are a lot of names here I got to fit in. I'm putting them both on the screen here, and they're basically you collect health globes. Every 3 you get, you increase your health regen or your mana regen.
Yeah.
These talents are nice, and don't diss them like I did the first time I started playing. They are awesome.
To be fair, when Regeneration Master came out, it was shite.
Yeah. They did see a couple buffs.
Yes, they had to.
Yeah, they had to.
Now it's great on some heroes.
Regen's still not that used.
No,
Regen Master or Conjurer's
No,
Pursuit?
Conjurer is used on almost everyone that can take it.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's a mana buff.
Yeah.
It gives mana to heroes that need it.
And it also now gives you a base 0.5. It didn't used to.
Both of them actually do. It gives you a base set. I think
Yeah,
it's 4
that's
base.
what we mean by
health regen.
Regen Master. It was
Yep.
absolutely terrible in the beginning, and they had to buff it a lot.
Well, let's give it a little bit to get it going, and then we'll see how it works. I love it. You can actually mix it with Amplified Healing, which we'll get to in a minute, and it absolutely amazing. So these Health Globe talents, guys, they're actually really good, and if you have them, coordinate with your team so you can kind of run back and forth. Remember, you get Health Globes not just from the caster minions, you also get them from mercenary camps,
Plant Terror.
certain objective,
Yeah.
Plant Terror, certain
Tribute, that's
objective
right.
bosses like Plant Terror. Tributes give them too. Collect those Health Globes, because you can really get yourself some more health regen to become tankier. If you play them on Anubarak or Arthas, Chen, I almost always take them on those heroes.
Sergeant Hammer, believe it or not.
Sergeant Hammer.
I've been playing
Yeah, I
a
don't know.
lot of Regen Master Sergeant Hammer. If they ever defeat the Hammer comp or I don't have enough heals, well, I'm taking that talent, hands down.
Yep. All right, so then we're going to go really quick here. So we're going to go block and spell shield. Block greater than spell shield is essentially what I'm going to say.
I don't know. Spell Shield will see niche play on like Vala, I think.
Diablo.
Diablo a little bit. I guess Vala or against Falstad and Nova and Jaina maybe.
Yeah. Anyone's squishy.
Spell Shield was, or used to be, the anti-Nova.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Well, 75%, quote me,
Well,
reduction?
before they nerfed
Before they nerfed her.
Nova's
Yeah.
damage, yeah.
But as a Sonya, taking block and spell, I could actually defeat one-on-one a Nova in her prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember that Chen's also got a better version of this too, which is
Not the,
blocks all of the damage from an auto attack.
yeah, every 4 seconds too, instead of what 10. What's the
Yeah.
duration for? What's the charge up time for block?
It's between 5 and 10. I don't have a specific number
Okay,
for it.
well, either way it's faster anyway.
Well, block gets 2 charges.
Yeah, it doesn't charge up, so that's
Yeah.
that's the kind of
Yeah.
downside, but I think the upside's better.
It's not bad. I mean, block is a good talent for tanks.
Lily
for sure.
has her resist as well at level 7.
Oh,
Yeah, she doesn't get it at level 1 like other
No.
heroes, but it's a little
She
bit
gets
better.
a 75% version.
yeah.
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 That's right. I forgot about that.
Doesn't that the one that shakes off stuns?
It might.
That's what's fast.
Yeah.
I think it does.
She's got something that shakes off stuns.
It's pretty powerful overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we're gonna go down to amplified healing. This one is actually really awesome.
Yep.
Increases regeneration effects and all healing by 30%. That's any healing anyone has in your team. This talent, when you make the choice whether or not to take this, look at your team. First decide, do I have any healers? You have 2 healers in your team, you take this goddamn thing. I swore in this. Take that talent.
Yeah.
Because you will not die as Chen, as Diablo, as Stitches, or
It's
as
good. I
Kira.
think
you
it's
will,
good on Diablo, even if you're not very healer heavy.
Yeah.
Just because he gets a lot of regen innately.
Diablo
it
and
stacks
Tyrael
up,
were
yeah.
the big
Yeah.
mix-ups
Diablo,
there. Stitches is
Tyrael-
hit or miss.
Yeah, it is, but I guess it does boost his heat a lot.
I've actually taken this with Stitches, and you take the talent that
Yeah.
if you chew your food,
Yeah, that's the one.
right? Yep, chew your food with it, which gives you increased health regen every time you gore or feast on
Devour. No.
a person.
Yeah, Devour, actually.
Yeah.
Devour.
That's it.
Yeah. You devour on them and you get some increased health regen. This stacks all healing effects. So it goes great with Regeneration Master that we talked about a minute ago. It's a really, really good talent, and it only adds to the convolutedness of healing in this game being the current
yeah.
meta.
Jeez.
So there's a bit of a back and forth, but right now it's a good talent to take.
I'm
It's
not
definitely
predicting a nerf on it, though.
No, I mean
no, not on that.
Yeah. Might be a heal meta
I think-
right now, but I don't think that's the problem.
Oh,
No, that talent's definitely not the
no.
biggest issue.
Gives you more
at
healing
all.
from the fountain too. The Moonwell.
Yeah,
Quicker backs.
true,
Yeah.
true.
Well, let's.
So then-
on a bench.
Yeah. Next we got Battle Momentum. Battle Momentum is really awesome. Every time you auto attack, it reduces the cooldowns of your abilities by half a second, and allows characters like Kerrigan and Falstad and
Vala, Diablo.
Bala,
Tyrael.
Diablo, all kinds of heroes can just absolutely dish out their damage more times than they should. More Muradin stuns going out. It does not. Does it do the ultimates too?
Yeah.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
It says basic attacks reduce the ability cooldowns.
Does
Yeah,
not
so
affect passives. Does not affect mounts.
Okay.
Okay.
Because those are
Otherwise,
not
it's
passives don't have
technically
cooldowns,
abilities.
cooldowns, really. I mean, they
Yeah.
they kind of do in the sense that
And
Yeah.
for those of you that don't know, this is the reason that Thrall does not have it anymore.
because
The
it could
Wind
get 6
Fury.
hits in a row,
Yeah.
You just never.
He could
killed the
chain his Wind Furies with this ability.
more or less.
Like Malfurion has Innervate, right? But if he gets battle momentum,
Mhm.
does not affect.
That's good to know because Malfurion gives mana to people.
Yep.
He's your mana
You should
battery.
never get battle momentum on him anyways. But
No.
I used to take it a lot, but changed my mind.
could you
I think
imagine
he's got better-
Rhaegar though? It's just like with battle momentum, he goes wolf form, hits you, wolf form, hits you,
Oh
wolf
my
form,
God.
hits you, wolf form,
The
hits you, hits
ghost. The ghost
That
lives.
might actually be fun. They can't
That
have
would
that. That would be fun.
That'd be pretty funny. But that's why it doesn't affect those. So.
Yeah. It's a good talent though.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely worth considering.
On
for-
some. I wouldn't put it on.
On
all.
on some, yeah.
Mhm.
So now we go to Burning Rage. This is essentially the Sunfire cape of this game.
Ah.
I'm using a lot of legal references because I played legal.
Well, a lot of people
But-
associate to that, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So deals damage 10 plus 2 per second
Mhm.
to all guys around him. And I believe somebody, Olaf from the Lost Vikings, has a version of this, and Abathur has a kind of version of this.
Go
sort of.
burn and Olaf.
Yeah. So other than that, this talent, you'd be surprised how well it'll help guys that can't push lanes back very well.
Mhm.
Like Anubarak, I like to take it on Anubarak a lot because I like to be in the heat of the battle and able to just kind
in
of
the heat.
in the
Alright.
heat of the yeah. See, I can sneak those in there pretty good.
All right.
I'm not as good as who was the person that was doing
Sham
that?
two.
Shamtu.
Jam 2, yes, I was watching that. I was on
It's
that.
terrible.
on that game. Yes, he actually did that to me a couple
I
times
hate you,
when
Sham.
on Brawl with the Bros.
If you're watching this.
He's not watching this.
Oh.
Oh.
No, this is more for beginners. I don't think he'll be watching this
alright.
one.
No, it's for pros. Pros player watch this.
Oh, okay.
So Burning Rage is fun on tanks. It's fun on Uther. I wouldn't put it on a Gazla or a Zeratul or an Abathur, to be
Mhm.
honest.
It won't help your merc.
I saw though
Taking
again
out.
Korean law, not Korean law, Korean heroes.
Yeah.
Anubarak, Mirrodin, Zeratul all had it.
I think we.
Hmm.
I think it was during my show match with Descent back in July. The Korean team we faced. They all picked burning. They all picked it.
And then
Really?
they just went for a hug. Yeah.
Let's get really close, guys. Come on.
No.
Yeah.
Well.
So now we're gonna go down to Demolitionist. This one's pretty cool.
Oh, that's right. That exists.
I like it sometimes if you go really, really heavy pushing build, which I've made team comps for and just pushed flat out.
It kind of, I feel like it overlaps with a lot of level 1 talents.
Well, it does.
Like there's a lot of level
It
10
does.
talents. There's a lot of level 1 talents that promote pushing, like Sagara's Roach having more resilience. Well, that drains ammo indirectly.
I don't ever take it on Azebo, ever.
Yeah, Nazebo is
Nobody
zombies kind of
really
drains
gonna
stuff.
blame you.
Yeah. His other talents are way too good.
Yeah, but Demolitionist, if you're gated and it might be your only other choice, don't just not on Azebo. No, maybe on Zagara. I think she's the only one it really
Zagara's,
works
I
on.
think, the strongest case you got right now. But even then, as
But
Austin
as I said, yeah,
you get the
roaches.
roaches with 30% more health, and now you're draining
Yeah.
the ammo anyways.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't take this talent. Demolitionist, bad. Don't take it.
Demolition is bad. Yeah.
As of
Yeah.
note, it does do 10% more damage from your skills and abilities and all that to
Yeah,
structures.
but none.
Yeah.
Look at the heroes that have it. None of them are auto-attacking heroes. As you know,
I know you can't
it's
see this,
not
but I'm
the
giving the
big
thumbs
thing
up.
they do.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Oh, okay.
That's about it. I kind of wish Yaslo had it.
Gazlo does have it, doesn't he?
Does he?
Wait, what are we talking about? Demolitionist? Yeah, he's got it.
No. Does he?
Mastered
What
Gaz.
the hell am I doing? Oh well, I guess that no, it competes with scraps. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why I said he doesn't have it.
He has
Your
it,
books
but
he
you take
doesn't have it,
scraps
yeah.
every time.
Oh my God,
I'm
I don't
sorry.
make mistakes like this.
Scraps are just too good.
Yeah, scraps are too good.
Oh. So next we're gonna go down to Executioner.
Great in theory.
Great talent.
Just don't see it that often.
Yeah.
Doesn't it work for Hammer a lot though?
Could, but you give up Hover Siege or Graduating Range.
Yeah.
Tychus
That's
and
a
Valor are
bad
definitely
trade-off.
the bigger of the two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's at level 16 in terms of a powerful talent. 40% auto
Yeah.
attack is great. Doesn't help you majority of the time with other options on the board.
If you have a heavy CC team, it can be good.
Sure.
Yeah, you have a team. If you have a team with the ETC, that can run in there and
Arthas,
just.
Jaina,
Yeah.
Frost Shot,
And
Valor,
Especially Arthas.
Oh yeah, Arthas constant slow around anyone. You just attack anyone that's in melee range with Arthas, and you're good to go.
Yep.
For sure.
So
It's
It's not a
very
bad
situational.
talent. yeah, it's a situational talent if you got a team with heavy CC.
Right.
So it can be good. So don't overlook this talent, but don't look too far into it. Make sure you look at your team comp first.
If you,
The tab button is your
if you need
friend.
the burst, it's your friend. If you don't, stay away.
Yes. Focused attack.
Ugh.
Every 10 seconds, your next ability deals 50% increased damage. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown. It's not bad, but it's not
It's bad.
huge. I think it's only because of the tiers they put it on. You lose a lot of good things if you pick this
So
instead.
focused attack with a certain Sergeant Hammer build is fantastic. Past that, I have almost not seen it anywhere else. Even in Hero, even in Quick. Like, you got to be really up to something to pick this over its competitors.
I guess it's kind of funny with Hammer.
Well, you
Yeah.
so
When you get
focused
the
attack, first
stuff.
strike, ambush, and Tyrande. You do something like upwards of 1,000 damage one-time auto attack with it by level
you lose
16.
out in Vampiric, you lose out in the attack range, and you lose out in the knockback.
It's a very
distance.
specialized build.
Very. Because I would never take it over those other ones. That would be my last of those four
Well,
picks.
you stack all the percentage modifiers as high as you can with, Tyrande and all that. Criterize comes in later, or crippling shot.
Oh my God.
Vulnerabilities. As I said, I've spiked
Okay.
1,000 damage
Okay.
auto attacks out of ambush with this.
Okay. So, with the right team comp, not just the right build.
I have a guide on Heroes Fire if they want to read it, but past
Okay,
that,
go for it.
there's nothing else really to talk about it
Go
here.
find it, guys. Go read it and go do it. All right, so follow through. This one's it's nice. It makes Illidan, I think, a little too good, and also Thrall.
That's level 7, right?
Yes, I could be wrong.
We get at 7, Oxy.
Level
Follow
7,
through, yeah,
yes,
it is.
7.
Did it actually just follow
It's a
through?
level
I
7.
don't think it's very good. It's only 25%.
Illidan has built-in. He has that built into sweeping strikes, I think.
No. It's way different.
No.
It's every attack for a couple seconds, which is basically
Mhm.
always up.
Yep. And then Thrall with Wind Fury is just absolutely amazing, especially with the reduction of Wind Fury cooldown talent. I mean, you could just constantly do extra attack damage. I think Thrall would probably be the best of the 4 that's in the list there. Zeratul doesn't go auto attacking as much as he used to.
Yeah.
Oh, follow through is the damage from after an ability, right?
Yes. After using the ability, your next basic attack does 25% additional
I was
damage.
thinking something else.
Yeah. Illidan, Muradin, Thrall, and Zeratul. So, Thrall and Illidan would be the 2 I think that would take this the most. Muradin, there's better choices.
Muradin
I
and
think,
Zeratul
level
did
7.
not see this. No.
No,
Auto
if you're a
attack
Muradin player,
Zeratul
don't
might,
touch
but-
this. You lose out on Piercing Bolt, you lose out on landing momentum, and you lose out on battle momentum, which is pretty good.
Someone's ringing.
So. Yeah, that would be me.
Alright.
It's not me. Yeah.
I'm getting messages on Skype and messages on my phone.
dare they?
It's
We're
like,
recording.
I'm busy.
Too important.
I'm busy. Phone's
Too many
turning off
girls.
right Yeah.
So the next one, Adam, is really good.
now. Okay, go ahead and tell me what it is because I wasn't prepared.
Gathering Power.
Gathering Power.
It has been nerfed.
You
It may get buffed because now nobody picks it. But Falstad, Nazebo, Nova, Zeratul. I mean, straight passive 8% more damage on abilities. Come on.
5.
5% damage more abilities. Come on.
It's pretty good.
They got
mean,
nerfed. I forgot. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to be 8. It's 5 now. You get an extra 10% on top of that, so it's up to 15% increased ability
It used to
power.
be,
used
what,
to be 20. Yeah.
18?
Yeah, the only ones I see taking right now are the 2 stealthies. The stealth guys that can sneak around the map, just picking off kills. I take it on Nova sometimes. Zeratul, it's a good pick, but I forget what he
Forget my
loses
witch
to
doctor
take
friend.
Yeah, Nazebo, that's the prime one for big team fight heavy.
that.
If you're going solo queue, you might get better out of Envenom.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
agreed. But Gathering Power isn't a bad one. I wouldn't take it if you're not used to the hero, because you have to stay alive. If you die, you lose all that you've
You
been
don't
stacking.
have to. It's just recommended.
Yeah, just this one. If you're already good with Zeratul, good with Nova, good with Falstad, you can take this. Just
Oh yeah,
stay alive.
the roaming stealth aspect of you now
Yeah.
doing 15% more damage than normal. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really good for big burst roaming, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Gathering Power is a really, really good one.
Yeah,
But,
love it.
yeah. Giant Killer. Woo. Woo. I love this actually. It's great for killing tanks.
I'll get it one day I do have 2 tanks. Never less.
Yeah, if they have a tanky team,
I don't know.
you will want it. Otherwise, I think the only real person that it's required on is Sergeant Hammer. Like, just nothing good at 13, really.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
Auto attack Vala,
I've
auto attack Zeratul,
Nah,
auto attack
Zeratul.
I've seen
Falstad.
Not so
Yeah.
much on Zeratul.
I've seen Illidan's take it. Illidan's have sacrificed the.
Yeah, Illidan is good. Illidan's good.
What level is it? It's level 13 talent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sixth
Illidan
sense.
sacrificed their extra
Yeah,
bonuses for.
Sixth sense.
Yeah,
In Zeratul, of course,
If
you
they-
don't get Wormhole anymore.
yeah. But
Oh,
it's a great talent. I mean, essentially it's a tank shredder.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble, they have a really heavy line with a lot of tanks.
Yep.
You take this and it starts to chunk percentages of their health, and it will take out Stitches. It'll
It's
take
1.5,
out
right?
Arthas's. 1.5% with every auto attack. For Tychus also has this, but it's 0.5. But remember, he can get up to 7 auto attacks off per second with special talents. So if you are playing Tychus and you want to take this talent, and you can stand still long enough to get off 7 auto attacks a second for a couple seconds, you can do 3.5. Wait, let me do the math there. Yeah, 3.5%
No.
of their health.
7 times
Yeah,
0.5, Oxy.
Yeah,
Oh.
is 3.5% of their health every second.
Okay, that's Tychus. Okay.
Yes, Tychus
I
only.
thought we said Illidan.
So-
I was like, eh.
No, he's not getting that good. But yeah, so it's not a bad talent. I love it. I take it on most of the heroes that have it. Yeah, it's pretty good. So
I don't think Zagara
It's
has
part-
ever taken it in the history that I can recall.
No.
It's always
I'm-
Hydralisks.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. Hydras are better. They just shred. This one only going to touch on Hardened Focus. Only 3 support heroes have it. It's when you're above 80% life, your basic ability cooldowns regenerate 50% faster.
Fantastic.
Which double support healing comp, it'll be great. But if you're having trouble staying above 80% life, I wouldn't touch this. But otherwise, it can be a great
That's
pick.
why it's on healers.
Yeah. Just a quick
Yeah.
quick note. I want to see if your understanding of the skill. How much cooldown reduction does that provide?
80%?
Try again.
What? 50%.
Oh, 50. Sorry. 50%. 50% cooldown.
Are you sure
reduction.
it's 50%?
Yeah. Basic abilities. Cooldowns regenerate 50% faster. Yeah.
I think it's less than that.
Really?
Because if you have a 10 seconds cooldown, regenerates 50% faster. I would say.
Takes 5 seconds off the
You
cooldown.
think it takes 5 seconds off?
That's the implication.
Kinda. Yeah. It might. Is it not working? as
Regenerating
intended?
50% faster is like having twice the cooldown.
I think it wouldn't that be actually wouldn't that be 100% faster?
We'll do the math later, but we don't want to dwell on this
Because-
for
yeah,
too long.
Perspective, I
Because-
suppose, but
Yeah,
yeah.
if you're
We'll let the
yeah,
comments section deal with that
if
one.
your skill lasts 10 seconds and regens 100% faster, then it'll be 5 seconds off, right?
Yeah.
So 50% would be 2.5.
So 10 would be 7.5 then,
yeah, so
which
it's
would be a
25%.
2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 25% CDR.
Okay, so it's not as good as we think, but it's still pretty good.
Interesting math
Right.
lesson right there. Yeah.
I learned maths today, though it was kind of shoved it into my
Just
head.
as the last note to it, Adam, we almost
Yeah.
never see it anymore in competitive. Imposing presence or critter.
I thought you said everyone was running big like healing groups.
Yeah, but imposing presence reduces whoever attacks you's attack speed by 50%.
Yeah, but anyway, we're on imposing presence right
Oh,
now.
good.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's the next one right now. So, or are you saying go ahead and talk about that some more? I got it on the screen now. So
I think it's 50%, but imposing presence is you hit me and you're not going to hit me very fast anymore for a while.
yeah,
Which is more or less. So think about like auto attack Vala, Hammer, these big
Mhm.
auto attackers like Illidan, right? We'd said you shrink ray him, but now on top of a shrink ray, he's attacking even 50% slower than that. It's like
Yeah.
Does
it's
it
the
does it
reverse
stack
bionic man,
multiplicatively?
you know?
So it does stack.
Yeah, it
Well,
does.
it stacks
you
with
can make
shrink ray, but like
stacks with
imposing presence doesn't
reverberation.
stack with each other. Yeah.
I wish that more squishies got this because it looks like every tank in the game has
Well,
it.
yeah, who do
but
you attack the most?
Hmm.
The guys with the biggest hit
True.
points because they die the least fast.
I do want to talk about Tyrael in this one too. Tyrael gets a better version of it called Imposing Will.
I think he gets
Which-
it at 13, right?
It's
Yes.
not necessarily better because when the shield is down, you don't get it. But it also reduces movement speed, so that's
Mm-hmm.
it's not exclusively better or exclusively worse. It has different implications.
It's one of my favorite talents to take on him.
Sure.
So, Imposing Presence is a great one. If they have 2 or more auto attackers, I think that's the time to take it. Like heavy auto attackers, you take this and they cut their DPS in half, essentially.
Well, let's put it this way: most of your DPS is gonna be auto attacks, anyways. So
True.
anybody that hits that guy with AOE, with auto attack, with stuns, doesn't matter. 50%. I mean, it works on every roll.
Yeah, that's good.
Mercenary Lords. It got changed and now no one uses it.
Which is true.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's at my level. No one touches it anymore.
Nope, I've not seen one since all patch.
Originally, for those of you that don't know, Mercenary Lords used to, you cap a mercenary camp with the person that's got this, and they become big and powerful, and bigger. But
Bigger.
now you have to actually be near the mercenaries as they're walking down the lane. Which who goes down a lane after they cap a mercenary camp? They always want to run to the next mercenary camp and cap that, or go to a different lane, or stop a push. You don't have time to follow your mercenaries down in the heat of battle. Most of the time, anyway.
Well,
It
the late
forces you to
game-
be there, and usually people
Right,
who
yeah.
people who kill mercenaries quickly don't necessarily want to be pushing with them. Well, I don't know, unless
Split pushing builds, comps possibly.
Yeah.
You know, this could see play, but
yeah.
it's not as good as it used to be.
Absolutely.
I remember having to yell at people for not letting me cap it when I was Nazebo with Mercenary Lords.
Interesting enough, because it's level 7, that's the only reason you don't see it on Vikings. I think Vikings make the strongest use case for it because they can split up each Viking into 3 separate auras.
True.
But they don't because nobody's willing to sacrifice Rewind.
Rewind
not
is
Rewind,
too freaking
Jump.
good.
Not Rewind.
Jump, yeah.
Oh, Jump, yeah. I don't like Jump. It's an extra ability that I always
Oh,
miss
then
time.
why don't you take this?
I don't play Lost
Well,
Vikings.
then okay, that was an interesting conversation.
There we go.
When I play Vikings, I only go this, but I don't play Vikings. All right, thanks, Adam.
Well, nobody plays Vikings really.
All right, we'll just cut that off. Right?
Yeah, well, we'll just move on. It's in there. Relentless. Relentless reduces the duration of stuns, slows, and roots and polymorphs against your hero by 50%.
Not silences.
Most of the tanks have it, except they also gave it to Tychus.
True. Well, that's also because Odin back in the day. It'll probably sit there, but it's not needed anymore.
Yeah, it's a good talent. If they have a heavy CC comp and you're the tank that's trying to go up there and do stuff and you can't,
Oh yeah.
you might want to take this.
Most of the time, if it's not Relentless, it's Spell Shield.
Yeah. Basically, look at the amount of hard CC the enemy team has. If it is greater than, 5? 5 stuns and slows?
Greater than 3.
Yeah.
3? Okay, 3 stuns and slows. You should probably take it. 5, take it.
So,
I mean,
Take it and
I don't
then
know
you
if
have a
it's
tank.
even amount versus threat.
Yeah, how much are you dying because of CC?
let's put it this way: can they sit you down and you can't move until you die?
Right.
You know, obviously you should, probably take it.
You know, even so, that's not going to save you from a Gazlo wombo combo.
No, but at least you can start reacting faster out of it. The big
I
thing
can
about
move a
Relentless
centimeter
is
over.
to not
Yeah.
be locked down, which is why you see it on tanks and now in
Mhm.
Tychus. Because the tanks in
True.
your front line need to be doing stuff, otherwise they're not doing their job. That's why
Yeah.
it's a very powerful talent on them.
Yeah. So then we got Seasoned Marksman. This one received a rework, and it's better than it was before. It does take up the level 1 slot, so not
We've had
everyone
that
takes
talk.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of like it sometimes, but not all the time.
Auto attack
Is it-
Falstead, it's fine. Auto attack Zeratul, it's fine. Rainer used
I took it
to
on
be
Tyrande,
fine.
actually.
Really, Tyrande? Okay,
Tyrande,
I guess.
yeah. I mean, I'm in the lane all the time anyway with her. I mean, she can't do anything else except lane.
Okay.
Yes,
Gonna
so-
leave
Well,
that
unless
alone.
you got your team that wants to take mercs. You know how many games I play where my team ignores the mercs?
All right, try this, Adam. Get a Jaina, take Tyrande,
Okay.
and just go
Okay.
destroy everybody before the 5-minute mark.
Okay.
Stun, Hunter's Mark, triple dump from Jaina, you're dead. That's it. You're done.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it.
That works.
Game's over.
Well, the
So yeah, remember,
first 5 minutes are really
all you have
fun.
to do for this one is be in range of minions and mercenaries when they die, and after 6 stacks, you get an extra basic attack damage.
Right.
Heroes give you 2, so or gives you count as 2 minion kills. So essentially, you stack extra attack damage, which unless you get the number really high, it's not going to matter as much as other talents, but it's not a bad choice.
You get like
also.
30 or
Make
40
sure
damage out of it.
Make sure you're planning on spending most of your time in a lane if you take this. If you end up having to roam a lot, then you probably don't want to touch this.
No.
All depends on the comp, actually. So
Comes out great if you're losing, because then you're stuck in base anyways.
true.
But you shouldn't
I've
plan
had
for that at
quite
level 1.
No,
Oh, I
I
predict I'm
plan
gonna lose.
that we will lose this game. I'm going to just sit at the well. Don't worry, it's strategic.
Shit, it's
There's a
four-court
reason for
Jester.
it.
Alright, just get Marksman. Right.
Oh god, not that
Okay.
guy.
So Superiority reduces damage from non-heroic enemies by 50%. That's anything that's not a hero. That's minions. That's mercenaries. Is it good?
Structures,
No.
bosses. Yeah.
It's okay.
It used to be great on ETC for the cheese comp. Yeah,
Mhm.
cheese comp. Was
I remember
fun.
the cheese comp.
Just like I'm just gonna shrug off everything and drain all the ammo. Right, cool.
Yep. I'll tank this core for you. Go ahead, guys. Just start. It's okay. Don't take it on Arthas because you don't really need the reduction from buildings because he's got Syndragosa now, which he takes almost every time over.
Yeah.
At least at my level, he takes Syndragosa now over.
Well,
the
Ghouls
Army
got
of the
nerfed,
Undead.
so.
Yeah, the Army of the Undead got nerfed, but Syndragosa freezes buildings, so you're not going to get shot at it anyway. So, other than that, it's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't take it most of the time, but if you want to be pushing a lot more and pushing into bases and absorbing tower hits, or if you just plan on taking mercs a lot, I don't know if Gazels take this at their level or not.
Which? Sorry.
Caslo, Superiority?
Superiority.
No.
50%. He's got turrets to tank for
Yeah.
him, so he doesn't
Exactly.
really need that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with scrap and
It's not that-
cooldowns, it's just like, alright.
It's not
Yeah.
needed. So the last one we're going to talk about is Vampiric Assult. It's good.
Yeah, sure. It's
That's
not
good.
the end all.
No, it's not, but it's good.
You don't see it in competitive. Sergeant Hammer builds sometimes will take it. There's no such thing as an auto attack. Falstead, Raynor we don't see. Tychus, he's not an auto attacker.
Yeah.
Which is weird to say because he has a giant gun. But Tyrael, you got to be really joking if you're taking that. Vala doesn't need it, and Zeratul, no.
So it's okay. It's just not great.
Is it like if you want to be
if you're
in a
building
lane
auto,
and you want to duel and you need the extra health regen, or you want to go one-on-one, you're stacking something else. If you don't have trust in your healers, take it. Sure, it might keep you alive.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's not a team talent really.
no, it really isn't. You need it if you're going out alone. That's about it. And it's only really good if you're going an auto attacking build. Otherwise, 15% of like what, 20 damage is how much at level 1?
Okay, you do more than that, but
2?
like it gives you lane sustain, right? It lets you trade.
Even if you have 100 auto
It
attack.
lets you trade. That's the thing, right? You
Yeah.
you can attack someone,
Here's
they
the
attack
thing.
back.
Here's the thing though. This isn't League of Legends. It's not I'm or my health is low. I got an amount of potions. I got to go back and be out of lane for 2 minutes. It's there's a well. I can tag that every 60 seconds and be okay.
That can be a long time though.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. You can do a lot of stuff with Vampiric.
I find that the well actually makes this talent not as useful.
It's not
60 seconds, by the way. It's 90
talent.
seconds for the well.
It's not super useful, but it has a very edgy use case.
Mm-hmm.
Duels, you
Yeah.
sustain, you don't trust your healers.
Yeah.
That's
I like it on Vala. Because she just hits hard.
You give up Manicore or Arsenal for it, which is the problem.
Arsenal, I never really care for that, but I'm in auto attack Vala. Manticore is good, but it is a trade-off.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
huge trade-off.
So all in all, we've been going about 20 minutes over. It's not that bad. You guys sit through it. You might have some interesting stuff. I'll make some thumbnails so you guys can scroll through this a little bit quicker. Not thumbnails, but little quick numbers at the bottom. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Those are the shared active and passive abilities. My last thoughts on them is do your research, and they're very, very specific. There are times when these will work, times when they won't. Take our advice about the ones that don't work and don't touch them. The ones that do, give them a try. You'd be surprised. It may seem a little
Overwhelming?
not just overwhelming. It's just this game is far from overwhelming as far as the MOBA goes. But you do you do have to trade off, unfortunately, about having the cool new upgrades to your abilities. And this is the only MOBA where your abilities actually change with talents and stuff, and you can have variants on them. But you can get something a lot better. I mean, if you really need to look out from that design standpoint of having your abilities grow and get extra abilities, take these. They might be good. That's my last thoughts. What are your guys' last thoughts? Jester?
The active ones, almost every class or every hero at this point has a good use for any of them.
Yep.
Typically, they are going to be much more powerful than the counterparts, but as you said, do the research. It's a great site. You can look at them up, heroesfire.com. Do the research there, guys.
Who made that site? It sucks.
Oh, shut up. But
I'll
they're
put
good.
a link to that below.
It comes down to decision making. Every game, you should be making the decision. Could I use it? Should I use it?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the use cases for a lot of these and a lot of heroes is yes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at your team. Look at the enemy team. Look at your team. What's going to
Look
work?
at the map.
Yeah, map too. Map makes a huge difference.
Sure.
Oxy, what's your last thoughts on
That
this?
was going to be it. Adapt. Adaptation's the best skill you can have as a player, but that comes with wisdom.
A disciple of Abathur.
Wisdom comes with trial and error, and experimenting and taking notes. So
Yeah, knowing you got to
player
know
game,
what works best.
There's no one build and all for any hero. Every
Not at
hero
all.
has at least 1 or 2 tier of talents that can be adapted to whatever
Absolutely.
situation you're facing. So, if you're watching streamers and they're like, "Oh, here's my build for this hero." Well, you say, "Okay, but what if I get into a situation where I can't use this, or X doesn't work, or works less often than Y?" Well, just stay keen, question everything.
Yeah. And remember that tab button is your friend.
Yeah.
You can see who's on the enemy team, and
And you can see what they go to.
yeah, remember you can look at their talents, and you'll have to play according to what they are. There's a little button you can push that says Show Talents, and you can see what everyone's talents are that they took.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to have vision of them to see it, by the way, which is kind of cool. So, Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe if you like this. We're going to continue doing this every once in a while. Probably not every week, maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. Probably the next one we'll do is going to be after the Sylvanas patch, when there's probably going to be a ton of changes. And
Oh, yes.
we'll want probably about a week after, though. It won't be like the day of, because we're going to need time to play around and see how this stuff works and see how it works in the competitive scene. If the patch is next week, we might go do one the following week.
Hope it is.
So, hope it is, yep. Thank you all for watching, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Recording over.